Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so apparently Minmus has spelled Minmus. I've been having a little bit of problems. It's not really anything serious. It's just, I've been a little bit, you know, uh, thrown off a bit. I was trying to, work as fast as I can to get that episode up. And, not double checking things. There is also a part of the movie, for some reason, it goes black for like a second. I don't know, it's like 3 seconds, it just goes black. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Like, I really try to go through my videos and really try to fix stuff like that. But, it's just like, you don't notice it sometimes. Or, I'll like watch my episode before I put it up, and just to give it the final, look over to make sure everything's good. And, it's stuff like that, because I'll watch it through like Windows Media Player or something, and I'll just kind of skip through it real quickly, and, just jump through, stop on certain parts, check things out. And, it's usually like maybe a 2 or 3 minute process just to check everything out. And it always looks good for me, usually. And then, there's the videos that I don't check. And those are the ones that every time, without fail, I don't check it. And there's something wrong with the video. And then I have to either take it down completely or, just do something. It's always stuff like that happens. Whoa, yeah. That is getting a little bit too close. What ends up happening too now with certain modules, because the height isn't 100%, is they kind of pull each other in a way, and then things start flipping. And it's not a good thing. I definitely don't want to record any of that, because I don't want people to think that the moon base is in some way compromised, which it's not. But I figure I might as well talk about something like that because it is something that does happen. And I don't honestly think anybody's gonna build a near perfect moon base where it's gonna not do that. So I'm gonna decouple this and just pray that it goes and locks into place. These modules seem to be having a little bit of a problem connecting up, and I think it's because they are just too big. That's it. It's touching the ground pretty much. So I don't really think there's any way to connect these. So, I mean, like, I got one to connect, and, everything was alright, but, it just wasn't sitting well with me, in the way it was actually kind of rocking the moon base around, and I didn't like that at all. There we go. I got one connected. Now, get away from this thing before the other port decides to connect up. Now, I think that one is connected for sure. Definitely for good. It's sitting there sitting pretty. It's not causing any problems. But when I load it, you see that happens. Now, I don't have any power on this base at all. So that means I can't even maneuver these legs down to see if that will solve the problem a little bit. It looks like it might, but I can't get close to this thing. I could try a little bit of something different, but I still am a little, I'm a little scared to get close to this thing, so. It jumping up like that is not a good thing, and I think I'm going to lean more towards a redesign than anything. So, for now, I think I'm going to just mess around for a second to see if I can, get something, at least show you what happens if you get a bad connection. And I call this a bad connection, and this is why I quick save before I dock every piece. So let's see if we can get a bad connection. Just for fun, you know, I kind of don't want to do this, but at the same time, I think I should show you guys. That way you guys can kind of have it noted when you're creating your moon bases. Wow. Let's see if I can do it. Because I'm just going to hit quick save after this, so. It like wants to connect up, but it's just too heavy. Maybe if I lower leg on this thing. Dear Lord. What am I doing? Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, the leg is definitely helping, but not in a good way. Maybe if I lower one of these legs. And this one too. Wow. This is nutty. Yeah, if I can connect up, you know, when these docking ports get close enough, sometimes you are able to get control, or what ends up happening too is you'll end up transferring power without actually transferring power. You know, it won't actually show you as connected, but you'll be transferring power. I've actually seen that happen a couple times, and I'm not lying about this or just coming up with random stuff for you guys to try, but I've actually had that happen a couple times before. You'll like sometimes see RCS fire and they're not even connected up yet. You know, it's not considered one module yet, but you'll still see the RCS firing. You'll see everything firing off. So I don't know, maybe stuff like that happens. I'm just going to try it one more time. I think the best bet is I'm going to end up just quick saving anyways. Come on. If this thing will dock up, that will just be... It's... To me, I think it's freaking hilarious. So... But, you know, everyone else is going to be like, no! So... Yes. Get this off. Let's get this off. Just lower these legs down. I don't even care if this module breaks. I'm going to quick save anyways. Alright, come on. But yeah, the orange tanks were kind of a fail. So, I'm going to undock this. And I'm going to try to do something not like I normally do in my episodes. I think the last thing I really destroyed, but I ended up quick saving anyways, was one of my rovers, and that was a long time ago. So, come on. Can't you let us have fun for once? Kerbal? I mean, jeez. You're so demanding. You know, if I can transfer power over this and I can get these legs down without anything happening, I think I'll be okay. But otherwise, I think I'm just going to have to redesign that. I think that's the only way to really fix this problem. I mean, if I hit this thing going really quickly, I'm sure they would connect up. But I think it's just too heavy of a module. I could try something else, too. Yeah, this is going to be funky. I always like funky. Now, let's see. Alright. Can't this thing stop now? Alright. Wow, you guys are just watching me mess around with this thing. You know, moon base design, I mean, I don't know. For you guys, it's just a little... It's a lot of trial and error, I can say. If you don't like doing trial and error kind of work, then building moon bases is not your thing. Oh, come on. Is it going to connect? Am I going to get lucky? I don't think I'm going to get lucky at all. I mean, this stuff is a lot of trial and error. If the wheels popped on this thing, I bet you I could get it. If they get close enough, even if it's just a little bit, it's just enough to get these things to dock up. There's just not, the gap is too big. I wonder if, okay, I guess they just connected up. Without, oh my god. Yeah, it's stuff like that that happens. So, I'm really not comfortable with this design at all. So I think I'm going to end up quick saving and, reloading. And I think I'm going to just go for a redesign on these orange tanks. But, you know, I guess I proved that you can get an orange tank on the surface and get it docked up. It's just not, effective, I guess. Maybe if I lower these legs down. I think that's what I was trying to do in the first place. And we'll see. If I lower the legs down and I can disconnect from here, and everything's alright, then I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'm not going to change anything. But if I am having problems with these landing legs, then I'm not going to even bother. I'm just going to delete everything. So we'll see. Alright, so undock. Yeah, it's already, it looks like crap. Let's see what happens when you go to reload it. Yeah. I think you guys already know what I'm going to do just about now. So, yeah. Wow. I mean, it didn't destroy anything, but I couldn't have that happen more than once or twice without it actually destroying something. So, I think I'm going to have to go more towards a redesign, if anything. So, yeah, anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and, yeah, it was a little bit of a fun episode. I'm gonna F9 right now. Yeah, just make sure. There we go. Yeah, it was a little bit fun. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to show you. Which, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just going to go in, and where is it? Did it end up? Yeah, I think it crashed. That stinks. I ended up with the landing module for this. I ended up just taking off with RCS, and I put it in like 1,000 by 1,000 orbit. It was like, or no, I think it was like maybe 3,000 by 3,000. And it was going around, and it was just like dizzying how fast the ground was moving compared to, you know, everything else. So I'm gonna undock these. I have my debris set to 0, so what will end up happening is once I unload this area, they will disappear like it never even happened. So yeah, that sucks. And anyways, guys, if you haven't already you know, check out my Facebook and my Twitter. I always post my latest Kerbal updates, and yeah, I will see you next time.